Okay, it's 9 o'clock. We'll call this meeting to order with a moment of silence, please. Thank you. First order is to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Support. I noticed the approval of the minutes aren't on here from last meeting.
Number 8.
Right down here.
Oh, they're down there. Okay.
They are there?
They're there. Never mind.
They're hiding.
Something to look forward to.
There you go. Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. It's 9 o'clock. We have a public hearing regarding ordinance 53, regulating operation of ATV and off-road vehicles in Mahaska County. Is there a motion to go into public hearing?
So moved.
Support.
Motion made and seconded to go into public hearing. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. We are in open public hearing on this ordinance. Anybody wish to speak about it?
The gentleman that was here last time said he couldn't come today.
Okay. Motion to close public hearing.
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to close public hearing. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Act on ordinance 53.
Move to approve first reading.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the first reading of the ordinance 53. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. That is done. Dave Sedevec. Morning.
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 Thank you.
Floor is yours, buddy.
Okay, first I had was a youth outdoor field day wrap up, and we had talked before we changed the format. We had a bigger crowd than we've had the last 2 years. That was kind of good, and didn't hear any complaints about it. And sorry, I ran upstairs, so I'm kind of still. I'm old. I'm kind of winded, but we had a couple comments. Something I'd never thought of as. Some of the young moms that were out there pushing strollers liked that format better because they weren't getting rushed from station to station to station on a schedule. They could do it, on their schedule, and it seemed to work a lot better. We had 154 kids pre-registered by the registration date, and last year we only had 140 even attend the event. Then we had pre-registrations come in late, and we had people sign up at the event, so. It was a good event. We had over 60 volunteers working it, so it was a really good day, and the weather was perfect. That helped. I attended last month our CCPOA workshop, County Conservation Peace Officers Association. Got mandated training that I have to have every year to keep my certification up. This weekend is the Halloween bash. Gave you guys the poster on that. It's been pretty popular the last couple of years. Looked at a pretty full crowd again. It's going to be this weekend from 1 to 10 down at Eveland. We already have campers set up there, getting ready for the weekend. And you can see we're giving away prizes. We're showing a movie Saturday night then towards the evening, after dark. Camping season closes at Eveland on October 31st at noon. That's always been the schedule. We open at noon on the third Friday of April, and we close the Monday after the last full weekend of October. I've been working on our annual report and working on the inventory for the insurance company. And we're getting ready to do a bunch of signage now. Hopefully mowing slows down, and the guys can go out and do some boundary signs, because that's something that you really need to work on. And something that wasn't written down, we have a little bit of a plumbing problem out at Russell Wildlife. We have a water lines broke somewhere underneath the concrete slab, so we're trying to track that down right now. So other than that, just
Okay, any questions for Dave?
Nope. That's it.
Thank you. Deanne is not here. Anna Bruin.
Morning.
Morning.
Thank you.
So my name's Anna Bruin. I'm the new executive director at Pathfinders RC&D in Fairfield. So I just wanted to come and say thank you for your continued support, give you a little update on some of the projects we're working on. Mahaska County is a member county, and we do appreciate the financial support that you've given us over the last 38 years, as well as the continued opportunities for partnership on projects. So Pathfinders is a 501c3. We are based in Fairfield. We have 6 member counties. Over the last 35 plus years, we've done over 600 projects, more than 50 of those in Mahaska County, ranging from partnering on watershed projects to some landowner outreach projects. And in the most recent history, in the last several years, we've been working on abandoned mine land reclamation in Mahaska County. So that's kind of the majority of the focus of our projects right now in Mahaska County. We have three of those active. We partner with the Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship on those to address acid mine drainage and water quality in the county. 2 recently completed projects and 2 in development. So if you have any questions for me.
Are any of those 3 mine projects going on in Mahaska County now, or?
Yes. There's 3 active in Mahaska
3
County.
in Mahaska County.
2 that were recently completed and 2 in development. We have usually around 10 projects at any given time. Generally, a lot of them.
Yeah, now that some of the other counties don't have an RC&D, we go to Marion County with Marion, Monroe, we've done mine projects in too, right?
Right.
You know, so.
We do, yeah, so we reach, our work probably reaches 12 counties total, but we focus on
The 6. So.
More consistent in those 6, yeah. And we do have small business loans that I've talked to Chamber of Commerce here in Oskaloosa. That's a nice, there's a nice dovetailing with some of the opportunities you have in the county already, so we can help fill some gaps.
I can't think of anything else.
All right, well, then I'll just say thank you, and you can expect probably another letter update and letter of request towards the end of this year, and I look forward to coming back in January.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Evan Delisle. You're not gonna read all that, are you?
No, I'm gonna have you guys read it. I recently talked with Dave Shanahan about the project, the Dakota Access Project here in Mahaska County. And there was some concern from landowners that our inspection staff, hadn't seen our inspection staff out there. So I wanted to come in and address the board and just let you guys know that we are out there every day doing the inspection on the different things that we are required to inspect. To date, the project is about 50% complete in this county, with lowering the pipe down, about 50% of the ditches dug, 50% of the pipe strung, and 50% of it welded. So in the next few weeks, that should be completed. To address us being out there, I brought in some of our binders. These are just for the tile line inspections in Mahaska County alone that our inspectors have documented. All of this will be made available in a GIS file at the end. These are our daily reports, again, for Mahaska County. This is up to August 22nd. So we have a person in the office that prints these off and puts them in binders, so you can imagine that it's going to be thicker. So hopefully that gives you some certainty and some comfort knowing that we're out there. There has not been a lot of issues in Mahaska County. That's a credit to both the contractors and the inspectors, in my opinion. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. You will be receiving these at the end of the project. We'll give you a full completed binder and electronic version of all of our reports at the end.
So you think you'll have it buried before Christmas then, evidently?
I'm not in charge of scheduling. I know that if it's buried before Christmas, we'll be there every step
Yeah.
of the way. If it's buried after Christmas, we'll be there after as well. So all that depends on weather. It's been a wet year, so.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah,
It's going well. If there's
Okay.
anything else, always available to talk, otherwise.
I've had one call, and then they want to know who you were. And
Yep.
I directed them to Evan, and that's all I've heard from any of the public so far. I haven't heard much of anything. So it must be going well.
Yeah, no news is good news in this project, so.
Yeah. Okay, Evan,
Thank you.
I don't have anything else. Thank you. Approve the minutes.
Oh,
There you go.
move to approve.
We knew they'd show up. Motion made and seconded to approve minutes of October 3. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. First quarter reports to approve of the sheriff and the recorder.
Move to accept reports.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to accept the reports of the sheriff and recorder. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried. Committee reports. I don't have anything. I know November 22, there'll be a public hearing on the environmental of the airport. That'll take place at George Daly Auditorium at 6 p.m. There are 2 environmental reports available in the courthouse, one in the auditor's office, one in the supervisor's office, if the public wishes to look at them. And one thing I forgot for this agenda was to, last meeting, we approved the union contract to be start the 1st of July next year, and there was miscommunication between attorneys up in Des Moines, and what they would like is to approve the union contract effective when we approve it. And so we'll do that next meeting. It'll be on the agenda next meeting. So,
From my perspective, I don't know if I'm interested in doing a mid-year one, but we could talk about it more then.
talk about it then. Yep. Anything else?
I had emailed both of you guys a copy of the some documents that was put forth by Appaloosa County in the mental health region, and they're in your email inbox, and I'll probably put it on the agenda for the next meeting to further discuss it after our mental health meeting on this upcoming Thursday.
Okay. Public comments?
Is it adjourned?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.